looks as if he's going to run it. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's got him. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Are walked up tight. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Coming out with it, it's Wilcox. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
It'll be 3rd and long. Just keep swinging it. Makes the catch. It's Shields. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
To the air on 1st down. Hits the open man. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electric electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He wants to change this route. Quarterback will keep it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners!
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he added the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Going right to work up top. Gets it to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Runs through the tackle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Longhorns are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Finds his tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Home his own number. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. And guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Flying down the right side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will open from the 15. Sends it back in motion. He'll take it himself. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the wide receiver, making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Gets the back moving. On the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Grab near the sticks. It's Shields. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Caught. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to throw up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Starting to feel a little pressure.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this 3rd down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous 1st down.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's got it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Pass in these tight quarters. If you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Looking to get in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder...
Breaks into the open. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Bevo is a ground-based animal, and he has to like what he's seeing right now from this running game.
The beef up front doing their job, creating some holes, making some alleys, get those running backs. I think Texas, when you can pound.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think, setting up 4th down. And that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. A little release to the back. On the move at the 30. Hits him with a stiff arm. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Longhorns are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. On the move. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
They want to run it left here.
Just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. They're trailing by 11 to Virginia. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Fights off a defender. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Finds his man. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll get rid of it. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big 3rd down. You got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. And he did a really good job of securing that and keeping the chains moving.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. From the gun. Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown Sooner! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Fielded in the end zone. It's a Turner. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. To the air on 1st down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Corners are going to bail. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete on the right side. At the 45 on its way. All out of space. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Texas.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's taking the shot. Snags it on the right. Lots of room to run. Pass the tech. Touchdown, Longhorn! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Sooner Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Makes the catch. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the...
Turning it on! They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
You gotta love it. The offense dials up a little misdirection. Go in one direction, then they give the ball back the other way. This is a great way to get the ball to your speedsters, to your playmakers. They hand it to him on the reverse, and most importantly, he moves the sticks and gets another fresh set of downs.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. A designed run for the quarterback. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well tonight, give back that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Floating away. It's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Yeah, you could definitely catch a break there with that ball bouncing out of bounds. 3rd down, trying to make a play, trying to get the first down, but ball security is job security.
Especially against this defense, David, because we know they take pride in creating turnovers, and they practice this throughout the week. They're running the football, getting hats on it. You see guys constantly swatting away. This offense very lucky that was not a turnover.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Motion from the back. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Running into the open space. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Sooners!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Powers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. They're trailing by 11 to Virginia. Wheels circled.
Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense, we always talk about offense, but man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he tags on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. These two offenses have been locked in and going back and forth, David.
Been absolutely cooking. I mean, both offenses doing what they want. Now try to continue this, Jesse, down the stretch. Stay on fire.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now because of the way the other one's playing, so you can't falter. You can't have your service broken. You've got to stay aggressive.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24, and moving those chains.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job on it.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got him in the flat. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds down to 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man on the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on.
Quarterback keeps it. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Under fire. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. It's caught. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. Right on target this time. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Now on the move. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's down. Touchdown! Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring... out of the end zone was not a good one. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They're dealing with a second and long. Puts it out of the air. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Hand off from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick release on the RPO. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. They'll give it to the back. He's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning a page and coming up with the big one.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Firing to the right, complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Leaves it with the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home test this one out.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but there in the birthplace of college football, this one is close. They're up by 7 over South Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Gonna take a shot. Pulls in the deep ball. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We all love the quarterbacks with the big arms and the big throws, but getting that protection set properly is so huge.
And I think the quarterback just had so much confidence that he was going to be picked up. He didn't freak out. He was so poised, knowing that those big fellas up front, they had it all taken care of.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 32.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And he's brought down after a nice game. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Nobody fooled with the trickeration. It'll bring up fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Under fire. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake?
All by himself down the middle. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They send the tight end in motion. On second and goal, he gets another chance. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run it on third and goal. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back.
And that ball is wide in the backfield. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in.
Unleashes one deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. He might want another play. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy.